Now on that end, we have our drinkers ready for the vaccine, and our farm manager has just opened up the vaccine, and is usually stored in ice to ensure that it doesn't go bad. I was made to understand by the vet that these are usually live, and it's effective if it's administered when it's in that manner. So let's zoom in, and there we go. Is usually sealed to make sure that it's well protected. Now, to dissolve it in water, he's going to put in some water, and that water will be now distributed amongst all the drinkers. And like I mentioned last week, now because your flock is huge, you need enough drinkers to ensure that the competition is not stiff. So this morning, day 14, we are administering in Gumboro Vaccine to prevent our birds from any outbreak, and he's just mixed it with water, shaking it quite well. Now he will be pouring in more water, and once it's almost 10 liters, he's going to further mix it with another water drinker, which should be around maybe today we'll use 20 liters or 15 liters, and I bet those ones will be enough for the same. If you're going to look closely, you're going to see that we have both small drinkers. That's what we usually refer as chicks drinkers. And we also have the bigger drinkers for big birds. Now what we are doing now from day 14, as you also saw with the feeders, is we are introducing big feeders gradually, because unlike the first day, our water usage or the water demand for our birds has also increased as their size has also increased. We were just talking with the farm manager, and the reason behind now increasing the water drinkers, it's also because of our increasing water demand. Now currently we are actually up to 60 liters in the morning intake, and as well as 60 liters intake in the evening. That's making a total of 120 liters. Now, as a farmer, you need to ensure that your birds are well fed as well. We have just finished administering vaccine, and you can be able to see all around our brooding area. There are mountains of 14 days old birds all trying to quench their thirst. Now, this is usually the advantage of withdrawing your water 1 hour before you administer the vaccine. The benefit is the birds will be thirsty enough to want to drink, and that's, as a farmer, that's where the catch is. You need to ensure that every bird is able to get at least a dose of the vaccine. Now, what usually follows is you move around the coop, making sure that as much as there is competition, then it's not that stiff to maybe harm the birds. And that's currently what you're doing. And yeah, now that's the beautiful pictures from our farms. All the birds also notice clearly is they are able to get to the water source, and that's the benefit. I'm super excited to see the progress of our birds, today being day 14. But now, this very critical thing you also need, other than just observation. You know, you can be able to look and say, well, this bird looks big enough, but then are you sure it's big enough the way it's supposed to be? Now, the next phase of our day 14 is what we call a routine check. Now, the routine check, we are just going to measure the weight of our birds to see if at all we are actually on what weight we are supposed to be. Now, let's see how our birds are weighing. In our last episode, that was in day 7, we were able to observe and quantify that our birds were averaging between 140 grams to 165 grams. In layman's language, for week 1, we were well doing okay, because according to Kenchik data and other poultry breeders, you're supposed to be doing around 150 grams to 180 grams. Now, 7 days later, is the weight still the same? Are we doing what it's supposed to be doing? Or if it's not us, are the bird converting the feeds in good ratio? Let's find out in the next phase. So currently we are just refilling our feeders, and it's important to ensure that all the time your birds can be able to access the feeds, and they can as well be able to access the water. Now, what we notice is as our birds continue to grow, the demands of feeds also continue to grow, just as well as the demand for water. So currently we can say we are using at roughly about 120 liters per day. That is 60 liters in the morning and 60 liters in the evening. Now, in regards to our feed, we are supposed to be averaging around 40 kgs every day, which is a slight increase since the day 1. Now, this is the advantage of these tubers, and it's such a beautiful scene. Now, in the next few minutes, our farm manager is going to replenish the tubers, and apart from those, he's also going to introduce these open tubes right here, because we say we are just moving away towards the cause of our brooding, but then it does not mean we are stopping immediately feeding our birds with these small feeders. Now, change doesn't happen in a single day. Change has to be gradual. So we'll be alternating the bigger feeders as well as the smaller feeders. Rule number 1, have enough water, and not just enough water, but fresh water. You have to change it every morning and in the evening. In regards to the feeds, ensure that your birds can be able to access the feeds when they need them. Now let's dive in to our banda and get to see close by what we're talking about. So we were just talking about the importance of alternating the bigger feeders as well with these smaller metallic feeders. Now the reason being, some of the birds might not be as big as others, so it's actually important to ensure that all the birds, they can be able to access the feeds, and this will ensure that you have average growth across all your stock. Now at this stage, it's actually not recommended to have your feeds just down there, but eventually, because you need now, as the birds continue to grow, you need to continue raising. So that is going to change possibly in the next 3 days. As you can see all the way to the sky, the bigger tubers will be able to be adjusted. Now it's feeding time, and our birds, not just here but across the coop, they all seems to be enjoying their meals. Now it's been exciting. Now we are going to shift our focus and now be able to see now this bird. Wow, the first bird is averaging 530 grams. Now let's get to randomly sample others and to be able to figure out the average weight. Now that second bird is actually averaging 552 grams. Let's measure now. Now we have another bird weighing slightly around 454. Another 522 grams. This is the smallest bird with around 280 grams. Now what happened, sometimes you have to know that if they don't have access to enough feed, they can usually have. This is one of our biggest birds at around 588 grams. So we have come to the end of our vlog for today. We have established that we are actually on the right track. We are going to record the data in our books, and one of these days I'll be vlogging about record keeping in poultry. So today it was more of vaccination, checking the progress of our birds, and of course to discuss few details which we've been able to do. Thank you for watching. I look forward sharing more insight with you, and obviously I hope this is going to help you should you decide to venture into poultry farming. Till next time, have a great day, and if you have not subscribed, please do, and if you have not shared the link, please do share with others. That's the best way you can be able to support Afrifama as we look forward to inspire more young people to venture into agribusiness. Bye. See you next time.